I came up playing lacrosse before carbon shafts were even around, so the Titan Pro was like the shaft that everyone wanted, and I still actually never had one. I really actually want one, but that's another story for another time. What is up, guys? Neil here for Cardinal Lacrosse. I've never really talked about shafts on my channel because I kind of hate talking about shafts. There hasn't really been any changes in shaft technology for decades now. There's just nothing really to talk about when it comes to shafts to me, because shaft either works or it doesn't, and there's nothing to really discuss. Ooh, this one's 6 ounces lighter than the previous one. Like, ooh, cool. We are in a new era for shafts. Today, we're gonna be talking about Throne's new entry into the shaft world, the Rift. I'm gonna give you kind of a light breakdown of what this thing is all about and talk about some of the features and a little bit of what I know about it. Hopefully this video will answer a good majority of the questions that I've been getting over the last couple of months since Throne announced the Rift. Let's start with the very first question that people ask, and that is, what exactly is the Rift? As you can see here, the Rift is a brand new take on what a lacrosse shaft can be. It's a two-piece design with the top 1/3 being carbon and the bottom 2/3 being a traditional metal alloy shaft. The idea here being that you can get the performance benefits of a carbon fiber shaft and still get that traditional feel and durability of a metal shaft. There's a few more things that we can talk about, but let's first start with the carbon. The carbon fiber taking up the top 1/3 of the shaft achieves two goals. First, it provides a more focused flex, which gives you a more consistent release. The second being slash protection, especially on those ground balls when you go to scoop the ball and a defender comes and hacks down on that top third of your stick. The carbon fiber piece will come in two different variations, a high flex and a low flex. This will allow you to dial in the flex to meet your specific needs. The second major part of the shaft is obviously the metal portion, which is the lower 2/3 of the stick. Metal alloys provide you with the highest strength to weight performance. Using these two materials in this way allows you to maximize the benefits of each. Much like the carbon fiber, the metal shaft also comes in two different variations. The speed variation, which comes in at 90 grams, and a power variation that comes in at 100 grams. The carbon fiber slides into the metal shaft using this compression fitting system, and then it's locked together with a bolt. Now, probably the number one question that I'm getting asked is about this locking bolt. The answer is that yes, it does stick out a little bit and you can feel it. Some people have said, oh, well, you should have made it flat. The truth is, this is a metal shaft. You can't do that. It's not a piece of wood that you can sink it into. That being said, this is about as close as you're gonna get, and I've never had any problems with it, and all the people that I know that have it have never really had a problem with it either. The only time that you'll ever really feel it is when exchanging hands on a split dodge. You're gonna kind of feel it as you slide your hand up and down the shaft. But the truth is that it just kind of feels like a roll of tape. It's not gonna catch your glove. It's not gonna cause any kind of issues. It's not something that you're gonna notice when you're actually playing a game. So if that's your big fear, I would say not to worry about it. But if you're really that afraid of it, wait until your buddy has one and feel it. I promise you, it's really not that big of a deal. The last significant thing about the Rift shaft is the cartridge at the end. While it may look like a fairly standard butt end, it's anything but. First of all, its shape is ergonomic to perfectly fit the bottom end of your hand to provide better leverage when shooting and passing. Another interesting thing is the way that it's made and designed. It's specifically designed for this shaft, and it's really hard to get out. Oh, geez. Which is great because that means that you don't really need tape unless you just really want it. Perhaps the most innovative thing about the cartridge is that it comes with a control kit. The control kit is a series of weights and a screw that allow you to change the balance point in your stick. Depending on your play style or head and mesh combo, you can add or remove weight to the bottom of your cartridge with a simple screwdriver. And that's really the most impressive thing about this shaft. For a few years now, Throne has used the slogan, be one of one. And that's never been more true than with the Rift. This shaft is 100% completely customizable to your game. Let's say you're a big, strong midfielder like Miles Jones, and you don't necessarily care about the weight of your stick, but you want something that's really snappy for your shots and you two-hand cradle a lot. You can easily take the high flex carbon, the power shaft, and both weights at the bottom of your shaft and create a shaft that's perfectly tuned for how you play the game. Conversely, let's say you're like me and you're a smaller feed first attackman, then you could easily do a low flex carbon, the speed shaft, and adjust the weight to the head to find the perfect balance for you. And while we're talking about customizing the shaft, it wouldn't be thrown if it didn't come in a variety of colors. So far, the only thing that we've seen is the gold day one release, but we've also seen pictures of a red, a blue, a black, and a silver, and I've heard rumors that there may be some LE releases coming out. All of the control kit items will come in different colors as well, and there may even be different colors of the cartridges. That includes the compression fit system right here in the middle that actually locks the two pieces together. I know how hard Throne's been working on it, and am just excited to see innovation in the shaft game as well as personalization. I think it's so cool that your shaft can now be as personalized to your game as all of the rest of your gear. But what do you guys think of the Rift shaft? Is it the way of the future or just another flash in the pan? Let me know in the comment section down below, because that's all I got for you guys today, but I'm back later with more. So until then, I'm out. Oh, and two more things. First off, forgot to mention that each piece will be sold individually, so if something breaks on your shaft, you don't have to spend $150 to get the whole thing. You can just buy the carbon or the metal or anything that you need. And the second thing is that I just checked the Throne of String website and they still have the day one edition of the Rift available for sale. I don't know how many they have left, and it's only the speed variation, but if you're really interested in getting your hands on a Rift, you still have an opportunity if you hurry.